Hey guys, and welcome to episode 155 of the Up Relay podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavitt.
It's been a while since we've done one of these.
It's been quite a while. Also joining us, Phil Clark.
Whole gang's back. I like it.
Hey.
I like sitting back here.
Tyler Switolski.
I'm here.
Woo.
Whoa! Right? Shazam!
That was a couple weeks ago.
Don't.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
don't even.
And Adam Franey.
I'm here as well.
Glad you could make it. Let's
Thank
run down
you.
some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's
Genuinely.
episode. As usual, we're going to talk about the last film we watched this week, as well as a couple of news topics. We got some trailers to talk about. We got Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker.
We're back.
And we're going to talk about the Joker trailer as well. As well, if you do like this video, leave a like on it, leave a comment below, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And with that out of the way, Tim,
Yeah.
what do you got for your last scene, bud?
Adam thinks he guessed it. Under the watchful eye and iron fist of a dictator, a musician rebels and organizes a festival to help the people of Guava Island feel free, if only for a night.
Oh shit!
This is Guava Island, 2019, written by Stephen Glover, the brother of Donald Glover, and directed by Hiro Murai.
Ooh.
Feature film debut. He's directed a bunch of Childish Gambino videos
And Atlanta episodes.
in 9 episodes.
Almost all. of them.
Starring Donald Glover,
Donald Trump.
Rihanna, Letitia Wright, and Nonso Azoni, who's from Game of Thrones
Ooh.
season 3. I want to say the guy gets locked in the vault
That's a man.
of his town.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
big guy.
he's playing Butler in Artemis Fowl. If that helps you guys.
Okay.
Daxo, Jean Daxos or something like that?
This
Can't
is
wait to
a-
not see him in that.
This is a good little movie.
Yeah.
It's 55 minutes, so it just
Perfect for Tim.
It
Boing.
just breaks the
Feature.
Academy's
Feature
feature length film. I think it's 40 minutes you have to be over, so it's past
Really?
that
Interesting.
by a whole quarter hour. This is interesting movie because it takes place on this fictional island, Guava Island, and Ananso Azoni plays this guy Red, who's like in control of the town or in control of the whole island. He makes all his people work 7 days a week, and Donald Glover is like a radio DJ / musician who's holding this music festival on like a Saturday night because he wants everyone to come and have fun and be free. And Red's like, if people go to your festival, no one's going to come to work the next day. And he's like trying to shut down this festival from happening, right? So what happens is it's kind of like it takes place over, I think, just Saturday, and it's leading up to this festival. And the way the music is intertwined is a lot of Childish Gambino's songs are in this. So Summer Thing. He sings that. He does a
Big fan.
single take version of This Is America. Condensed, it's not like the full song, it's probably like half of it or so. Inside a factory with like factory sounds going off for like the beat and stuff. So it's all woven in.
I am so.
This
in.
premiered at like Coachella, right?
This premiered at Coachella, and then
You were at Coachella, right?
Yeah.
I saw it live at Coachella.
Right.
You just got
Clearly,
what I thought.
I look like I'm a person that goes to Coachella and
You do.
You're an
Yeah.
influencer.
raves in the middle of a field.
You look like Leo.
Rihanna,
Just raving.
spoiler alert, does not sing in the movie.
Oh, come on.
So a bit of a waste.
She's an actor.
There's not quite as much music in here as you would think there is. He does maybe 3 songs. It would have been nice if like they did like a duet or something because they are like a couple in
I was
this.
picturing like a music video, like literally.
It looks like a
non-stop.
long music
with
video.
plot.
Yeah, it looks like a music video. It's shot super well. It's shot on 16mm film, so it's very grainy and like it's like a
The
perfect square.
pics I saw like looked beautiful.
But it's good. Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. Performances are all pretty solid.
Interesting.
I would have liked to see this longer, like
Yeah.
a longer version of this, because I was pretty
That's what she
invested.
said.
That's what we honest.
If they
Didn't sing it though.
if they added another like 40 minutes to this movie,
I wonder
maybe
why
did a
not.
few more songs, had Rihanna sing a little bit, because
Yeah.
I think the singing is live on set. I'm pretty sure, so it'd be nice to hear like Rihanna's like she has
Like
a
full
really nice
minutes.
voice when
How's
it's not
she?
like behind other drums and shit.
Is her performance good?
Solid. She doesn't have like a lot to do,
Okay. Interesting.
but yeah, it's good. It's good.
Better or worse performance than Battleship?
I've not seen Battleship. I saw the trailer. Someone
Probably
say
better.
Okay.
better than Battleship.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Better than shit. Interesting.
I'm gonna go 4 on this.
4 out of
yeah.
5.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
I want to see this puppy.
Yes, I quite liked
Amazon
it.
Prime original. I think.
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah,
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I can see it.
it's very good. 55 minutes.
Well,
I was either like
Phil,
watching
I
an episode
got
of
it.
Lost or I watched this. I don't know.
got Guava Island. Phil, what do you got for us?
Everyone knows what I saw.
Yeah.
At this table.
Yes.
Son of a...
For those of you who
What are you
don't
talking about?
know at the table,
No idea.
I saw a story of a man living in solitaire, 8 feet tall, covered in fur.
Hold on. He was living in
He's
solitaire. or
living in the
solitary?
game Solitaire.
In the
Or
game Solitaire. Solitary.
living in.
This is record off 3.
In the Pacific Northwest, he recruits the fearless explorer Sir Lionel Frost to guide him on a journey to find his long-lost relatives in the fabled land of Shangri-La. 2019 Missing Link.
Micah.
Saw Kubo and 2 Strings.
I was gonna watch that actually instead of Love Island.
Very good movie.
Kubo's great.
Really good. Saw this was by the same people.
Like
Leica Studios.
Did you like it?
I like it.
You like it?
I was the only one in
You
the
two stop.
theater.
Solid.
Great
That's always
viewing.
helpful. Yeah.
Great
Great-
experience, right?
That's
Great
my
viewing
dream.
experience.
My dream is to be the only one in the theater every time.
It
I see a
was-
movie.
It's great.
It was
Favorite.
a great viewing
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
The
I don't want the
story
Hellboy experience.
was not as good as Kubo and the 2 Strings.
Mm.
But I think the animation might even be better. There's a lot of this a lot of stop motion. It's all stop motion. A lot of it in this movie I was looking at like
I think they're the last people
This-
that do that.
this isn't stop motion. This is CGI. Like there's like quick little takes of like ships with ropes and they're just swinging and it doesn't look like stop motion. It looks like CGI.
I think it's a blend because Kubo was nominated for best
Visual effects.
best visual effects. Yeah.
Yeah. They do a lot of.
I think a lot of like
green
the
screen.
backgrounds and stuff are.
That's what
Pretty
This
I'm
was-
Like
yeah.
far backgrounds.
Yeah.
No, but this is like a quick take of like ships just
That's
like
crazy.
swinging. It like there's so much like camera work in this and
I
like
guarantee that was hand.
framing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like there's some stuff in this like I'm just remembering like visually this movie is great. The plot is a little boring, but the characters are deeper than I think a lot of people are expecting for a kids movie. And this is really a kids movie. You know, it's got all
Who's the cast?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, who I see that he's on the credits. I understand that he was in the movie. I don't believe that still. Like he
Like
put
the accent.
like the accent
It
like
doesn't sound like him.
Did you
nothing
an
like Hugh
Australian
Jackman.
accent?
No, he does like a posh British accent,
Really?
and it like I still don't believe it's Hugh Jackman. Zach Galifianakis was
Yeah, Galifianakis
very-
was Link.
fairly good to be honest as Link, and then
He's a good voice actor.
Zoe Saldana was the
Yeah.
third member of their party. She was pretty good.
Interesting.
And Stephen Fry, who was quite good as well in his role. I don't. There's a lot.
I always like
a
Stephen.
lot of good things. This movie kind of gets a little boring, but
Not the B word.
not boring, but
Meanders.
it's a kids movie, so it kind of feels like a kids movie at points. But the characters are deep. The visuals are incredible. I might go stunning.
Yeah.
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 It's stunned.
It's an hour and a half, so I mean it's not super long, and
That's
I
a breeze.
laughed
I'm
twice.
You laughed twice.
Like not like like literally laughed. And
I laughed in the trailer when like
They're squealing.
he like goes to throw him up the and he just hits the
Yeah.
wall. That was
It's like-
funny.
there's some stuff like that. There's
Just
a
splats.
the thing that got me is like they're walking through this like mining town, and like there's an old like prostitute like filing her nails,
Kiss
and she
movie.
like blows a kiss at Lionel Frost, and he's like, ooh, and he looks to the other side, and there's like an inmate like filing his way out of a jail cell, and he like blows a kiss to Lionel Frost. There's just stuff like that like it's funny. There's some funny stuff. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's amazing. I think Kubo's a better movie. If I'm gonna put one of them on, put that one on again. But great visuals. If you're a stop motion guy, I would check it out for sure.
I am.
And I'm gonna give this one a heavy 3.
Heavy 3.
Heavy.
Pretty good. What do you
Interesting.
say?
Yeah.
Well, Ty, what do you got for us this week?
Well,
You're back.
I'm
so
back.
Obviously,
obviously I'm
you're
prepared.
back with a bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched a little
Let me get my
2019.
phone ready.
Let me get this ready for you. Hold on.
Oh, you're pulling it out, eh?
Yeah, whip
I'm
it up.
pulling it
You're
out.
whipping it out.
Give me 1 second, because I'm obviously still prepared.
Still
not
prepared.
Not looking at photos of Chris Cooper.
Did you watch this on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Is that what you saw? Okay.
Okay.
That was
Ty,
all we could
yeah.
do to stall.
This is
so-
thrilling.
A 14-year-old boy, all he needs to do is shout one word to transform into an adult superhero. Shazam.
Mm.
Still a kid at heart, Shazam revels in the new version of himself by doing what any other teen would do: have fun while testing out his newfound powers. This is a very
That's the plot
long
of
one.
Shazam.
Yeah, it's very
You watched
long.
Shazam,
I
didn't
watched
you?
Shazam.
So you're saying you watched Shazam? Okay.
Yes,
Got it.
What'd you think of?
So you do have a last scene. That's incredible.
I do.
Wow.
You
Now
screwed
I've
us
seen
with
it
the
all.
2 topics now. We're screwed.
Yeah. Good job.
Come on, Ty.
You gotta go.
Spit it
It
out
was
now.
good. I thought it was good. I think it was a little more childish, more juvenile. I'll say, but not in a bad way. It was more juvenile than.
No,
Absolutely.
Was it not? This is my time.
It was very juvenile.
Fuck you. It was very kiddish.
Yes.
Fuck you.
It's a kids movie.
Yeah, but like
It's like Missing Link.
I actually enjoyed this version of DC much more than any other dark side or universe they've tried to create. Like, I would much rather watch this again than watch Justice League, than watch.
Hot take.
Yeah, like.
I wouldn't watch any again. I'm not
Yeah.
What's that? Oh no, I wouldn't watch
any of them.
Let's be clear, I don't want to watch any of them
I
again.
probably never watched.
But
it,
gun to my head, I'd rather watch Shazam than watch these dark universes that DC's tried to create.
yeah. Aquaman. Now Shazam.
Wonder
DC
Woman.
lover.
I think it's time.
You're the resident
we put
DC
DC
lover.
hater to
I
bed.
love half of them.
DC has done well post
You love
all
DC
of their
now.
stuff. No, stop
You're a
it.
DC lover.
Wow.
Oh.
You heard
Wow.
it first here, guys.
Anyways,
Saying you love
I loved. I thought the acting in this, like the performances, were great. Like
Zachary Levi, Chuck.
I thought he was great. I never saw Chuck. So,
Neither have I.
but he was almost too big.
Saw Shazam.
But it was perfect for the character that he was creating. Right? It wasn't like they were.
It was almost like he had a muscle suit on.
He definitely had a muscle suit on.
I think
I'm talking about the actual character, not
performance.
Zachary
Okay.
Levi.
Okay.
he was on 11.
He had presence.
He was distracting almost a little because he was so big, but it fit. So I realized that after, like it was kind of like, oh, it doesn't bother me that much now. But yeah, overall, I was happy with it. I think none of you guys liked it as much as.
It's accurate. Oh.
Did not see it.
Ah.
Okay.
So maybe.
This is what it's like when I.
It was you saw it, right?
Yeah.
And myself and
I saw it,
the
yes.
review.
What were your ratings, just so I have some sense of?
Light 2 or something.
Okay,
Same.
about the same.
Same.
Heavy 1, I think, is what I went with.
Oh, you went the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. I honestly can't remember.
It's-
That's how good
it's
of a
4.
movie it is.
No.
I like that it was shot in Toronto. That was my big.
Yeah,
That was
highlight.
cool.
that was my
Toronto?
big thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Couple spots.
Nothing to do with how good the movie was. It was
What did
shot in Toronto.
What did you think of the ending fight?
I've heard it's crazy.
Power Ranger-esque.
Very Power Ranger esque.
So many tears and different people and
I liked seeing them all as Shazams, like seeing them all kind of.
What?
Spoiler.
What?
Big thing for me was like a point that I sort of noticed was like how Zachary Levi was acting like, you know, when he was acting like the kid.
Yeah.
He wasn't acting like that kid.
He was acting
like a kid.
Yeah,
That
You
blew
know,
my
he was
mind.
acting
It's
like a
not
really
saying.
young, like a younger
Yeah.
version of that kid.
that's
Not
fair.
like how that kid was kind of brooding and emo, you know.
Because he was actually the exact opposite of that. He
When-
was like very upbeat. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he had been Shazam. Like,
I don't know anything about these superheroes
Yeah.
stuff. Whatever he said, the way
Yeah.
he said that, I was just like,
So he says it.
that kid did not.
yeah, Scooby Doo did not say that.
Pee in this thing,
No.
bro.
Yeah.
Like nothing. You're right. Nothing.
I've heard there's a disconnect between that kid and
So
Shazam.
weird.
Goofy. Anyways,
But-
what would you hit it?
Critically acclaimed though,
Critically acclaimed.
and you are
The plebs love it.
you are often on the side of the critics.
especially when it comes to DC movies.
You guys make me look foolish. If I had to rate this,
You do.
which I do, I
You
would
have to rate it.
I would have to rate it let's just go with a
4.5.
light 3.
There you go.
A light 3.
You were coerced into that rating. You liked it more than that.
Well,
What
answer
didn't you
for
like
It's
about
a
it?
4.
I didn't like Mark Strong's character.
Terrible.
Like I liked the backstory to his character. I thought like that whole part was dark and cool.
I agree.
But past that, I saw nothing. Like
Mark Week.
yeah.
Mark,
Did
not
you
so
say that
strong.
last time?
Woo! Nope.
Oh,
Thank you.
That would have been good.
I know.
Yeah, but I just didn't get anything from his character. Like, I didn't feel his
I'm just gonna head out.
presence on screen.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Adam, let's jump over to you. What was the last
Okay.
movie you watched this week?
Well, guys, let me
Was it
get
good?
ready.
Was it?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah.
A man
Mhm.
stranded in the Arctic
Arctic.
In the
after an
Arctic.
airplane crash must decide whether to remain in the
Polar.
relative safety of his makeshift camp or to embark on a deadly trek through the unknown.
Is that the one with Idris Elba?
It's the one with Mads.
It's Mountaintop Love with Idris Elba. No.
Right.
Is this Antarctic?
It's 2019's Arctic.
Polar?
No, I did see that. Dog shit. Starring Mads Mikkelsen.
My only question is, was this better than Polar?
I hope so, because Polar was
Because I
shit.
saw Polar and it was not good.
Well, Phil,
I heard he was naked in it. though.
I also saw Polar. He was
Hilarious
very
scene.
naked.
Hilarious scene.
So, I mean, I think that's a 5.
This is better than Polar.
Ah,
Is this the best survival movie of all time? Like critics are saying?
Better than Castaway, better than
All's Lost.
Revenant, better than...
It's very good. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
I don't know if I can go that far. I don't know about better than Castaway and Revenant and all those, but it's in the conversation with those. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Directorial debut from Joe Penna.
Clearly
Feature
very
length debut.
underrated.
Yeah.
Underseen.
Underseen definitely went out with a whisper. I think nobody saw it except me. I'm the guy, so here you go, world, and the critics. I thought it was gorgeous to look at. Clearly shot on location, and they're really leaning heavily on like Mads is wearing this bright red survival snowsuit. So you get all these zoomed out wides of him like just amongst the frozen tundra, and just as far as the eye can see, just a plateau of snow with his like bright red speck of a jumpsuit.
That's pretty cool.
Good
I
thing he
love
wasn't
that.
wearing his grays.
Oh shit! He was wearing
Gray jacket.
the all white.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even need him.
Just like Planet Earth.
Yeah. They did a really good job of making you feel like stranded. That sense of like I'm alone. Isolation, exactly. And he just, every day it's basically all is lost in the snow. Like that's what it. And there's nothing wrong with that. He every day, you start out by watching him go on his like morning hunt for some sort of food or resources. Then he comes back and goes to sleep in his wrecked plane, and it fills you in with stuff, like it gives you information visually rather than through like exposition.
Yes.
Like I'm just like, okay, how long has he been out here? Before he goes to bed, he's like taking his boots off, takes his socks off, and a couple of his toes are frozen off, and they're like all frostbitten. I'm like, okay, he's been out here a while. And like he finds, well, he doesn't find it, but he references his passport and everything, and you find out that like he was a airplane person.
Technician?
No,
Pilot?
Stewardess.
Pilot.
no, not a pilot.
Mechanic.
Almost there. You said it.
Stewardess.
Like a stewardess. Yeah. And
Flight attendant.
yes, a flight attendant. Thank
Be
you.
the most terrifying
Yeah,
flight
he's a
attendant
giant
ever.
man to be flight attendant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hannibal, scary. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. And it definitely wasn't a fun watch. Like, they just beat you down. Like, every time there's a glimmer of hope, it's, like, immediately snatched from him. It's one of
It
those,
was like Son of Saul. It was like
oh, fuck.
not a fun watch.
Nothing
No.
is as unfun as Son of Saul, let me tell you.
Okay.
But they just take his soul through the ringer, like, I don't know. And it's cool, too, because I thought it would be very, what's the word? Like, I didn't know if there would be any twists or even, like, any threat level other than just, like, the weather. But
Natural sort
Was
of.
there a polar?
there might
Bear?
be a polar, a different Mads Mikkelsen polar, if you know what I'm saying.
Right, this was Arctic, not Antarctic, so
Yeah.
if it was Antarctic, it would have been penguins.
Or the
Which
penguins.
honestly,
He would have had a
Emperor
feast
penguins.
on.
Seem just
Those
fighting
are
off penguins,
Terrifying.
hordes of penguins.
It's like the trench in Aquaman.
Yeah.
It's just penguins.
I'm in. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The also real polar bear, no like CG garbage, like so
Compositing,
nice.
I guess, like Game of Thrones.
Something like that, yeah. But it all looked great. Yeah, I really enjoyed
Cool.
it. I would give it a solid 4 reels out of 5.
Yes.
Can't 5 bang it, because
What was it lacking?
it's just, it's not like that I can put my finger on anything that I was like, it's terrible, but it's just been done before. Like I said, if I can boil it down to it's all is lost in the snow, I can't give it like a 5. Like I've seen it before, you know what I
It
mean?
hasn't broken new ground.
It hasn't broken any new
It's not
ground.
overly fresh feeling.
No, it's not like mind blowing in any
What do you
way.
What do you think
It's very
about
good.
the? It was initially going to be set on Mars. What's your thought?
With a Mars bear instead.
Mars bar, I think it is.
Yeah, it's right, Mars bar.
Hilarious.
I did not know that. That's amazing. Are you kidding me?
I think it was budgetary or something. Or
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know how they got the resources to shoot it the way they did.
But then they like cut the budget back and shot on location in the Arctic.
yeah, like that. Is that really that?
I feel like
much
that's probably really
cheaper?
cheap because there's like
Is it?
It might have been
Yeah.
a story reason. I don't know, because like they would have had to have like spacesuits and
An alien instead of a
it would
polar
have to
bear?
been like a space station maybe, or I don't know. Like well, it would have been
Wow.
a ship
How do you get them
crashing,
there?
crash landing.
That would have got it to a 5, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I read that somewhere.
That's
But
amazing. I wish. But no, it's still
interesting
very
little
good.
tidbit.
Yeah.
Still good on Earth.
Seek it out. Seek it
Well,
out.
Let me jump in. In 1913, a woman scours the streets of Budapest to find the brother she never knew she had.
don't know.
No.
This is 2017.
Speaking of Son of Saul, director of Son of Saul,
Oh.
Laszlo Nemes, movie's called Sunset.
Oh.
Came out this year.
Oh.
I saw it at the Lightbox
Mm.
at TIFF. Yeah, follow up to Son of Saul. This movie was interesting, to say the least. Visually stunning. Adam knows from the cinematography of Son of Saul.
Seen Son of Saul as well, so
You have.
yes, I last seen it.
Oh,
I've also
I always
seen
remember
Son of
because.
Saul.
Oh,
We
really?
two saw it together, yeah.
I have also not seen Son of Saul.
Brutal
Wow.
movie.
Yeah, directed by Laszlo Nemes, starring a bunch of unknowns. Let's be honest.
Call them what
The
they
main girl was an unknown. Apparently, they like a whole bunch of people. What's the word? Auditioned for it, like 500 people or something.
Holy.
And she won out. So she has a great look. She looks like Emma Watson almost. Like she has that similar like
Interesting.
bone structure. I don't know. Just Google Sunset.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Killed.
cinematography is amazing. He loves that kind of neck shot where it's
Yeah.
like POV, but like
It's like
they're
third
in
person.
front,
Yeah.
but the
yeah,
camera's like
Directly behind.
following them,
Third person video game
Yeah.
style.
and like the background is sort of out of focus always. Like the
Yeah.
focus is on the neck instead of
Oh my god, he does that again in this movie?
a lot.
What?
He does that a lot in this movie.
I'm in.
Just so you guys know, Sunset's going to be at 8:04 p.m. tonight.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
Like it's screaming at 8:04.
Where? No, that's when literally the sunset. Did you just Google
I
sunset?
did.
You idiot.
The sun.
You gotta add
setting.
movie to
That's
it.
when the sun
I did.
goes past the horizon.
We're good.
Oh, Laszlo directed a sunset?
It looks
It looked
spectacular.
stunning. It was a little blurry, but
That's next level, man. Holy fuck.
This is derailed.
We haven't done an episode in a while, guys.
the
Glad to be
big
back.
the big detriment this movie has, in my opinion, is the actual plot itself, and it kind
So
of
important.
leads into the main character. Like there isn't a huge sort of you don't get their motivation as a character. It's hard to describe without you seeing the movie, but you don't really get on her side necessarily. Like whereas in Son of Saul, like you feel for this guy when you like get a story and everything. Like when you get into it, you're like, you know, it sort of propels. That's what propels him forward. So you're sort of following along with him, right? And
Yeah.
you're rooting for him, right?
Get gutted.
In this film, like I understood the plot, like I understood it. Like, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have understood it. To be perfectly honest, like it's a little dense.
Everyone's idiots.
Yeah.
But there's a few characters that you know that look similar, and some
Oof.
characters go by different names.
Not good. How are the timelines?
Timelines are okay, but it's a movie that it doesn't make it easy on the viewer to try and understand.
So
Like
bad.
it's very you have to really peel back the layers yourself.
We don't want that.
And the whole movie, I'm like, okay, so that character. There's a lot of talking about characters that are off screen and, you know, things that happened before, and characters that you
I like
never
that.
see.
If you can just hand me everything on a plate,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic.
Well, we'll talk about episode 9 trailer.
Really
later,
hold
but-
your hand. But like I do like that when movies make you work a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I think I get it now. I'm getting it.
Give me
I'm
a
getting
workout. Give me a workout.
But it kind of served a bit of a detriment to the main character because, you know, she's kind of learning about these things as we're learning. She's trying to piece it together, right? She was basically like an orphan. Something happened when she was a kid. Like, it's not really a spoiler, I guess, but like her parents died, and they own this like world famous like hat shop, like, you know, the fancy like couture like hats, like giant feathers and big hats. And where like the empress would like go and get her hat there. And they had a big thing, made a big deal about how the empress went to that shop to get
That's
a
their
hat.
claim to fame.
But it was like her parents' shop, and it was their name on it. But she was like orphaned as a young child and sent away, and then she was coming back to Budapest, and she finds out that she had a brother she didn't know, and it takes a lot of turns. Like, you think the story's about that, but it turns out it's not really about that. It's about something else.
Selling me.
There's something to do with the brother and what's going on with him. But I do really like, you know, the visuals. I can't state enough how amazing they were. Like, especially in Son of Saul, when you see like the blurry background and things are going on in the background, like really disturbing things in Son of Saul, right? In this movie, it's similar. Like, there's like this like kind of riot scene that happens, which is amazing. Like, you can tell there's like 100 extras.
Like Roma level?
Yeah, it's like that. And there is some like extreme, like surprising like violence in this movie. We're like, oh fuck, didn't see that coming. But yeah, kind of very much like Roma in that sense. And as well, in that scene, there was like a really long take as well, like continuous take, which was pretty amazing. But there was a lot of shots of just like her face. Like, it was just a lot of face shots staring into the distance. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of that.
Okay.
And
well,
again, it's like I'm
that.
trying to get into the mind. I'm trying to root for this character, but it's making it hard because there's nothing to grasp onto. You know what I mean? Like, we're learning these things alongside her, but you don't get why she cares necessarily, what her motivation is here. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was like 2.5 hours. But
I think
I was
2.5
about-
out of 5.
I was about to ask you how long it was, but
it was long.
2.5 is.
It was long.
I knew it.
That's
I knew
a
it.
haul.
Just the way you're
It had to
describing
be-
it,
it
no
had to be
chance
long.
this is a short movie.
The average person would fall asleep. I guarantee it.
Yeah, uninitiated.
I think I saw the box office. It was like it cost $10 million to make,
Sounds
and
high.
so far it's made $500,000.
Are you familiar with
Yikes.
the Rotten Tomatoes score?
It is sitting at a swell 57%.
Yeah.
Really?
On like 18 reviews. So
Oh, well,
what does that even mean?
19 F.
19 now,
19.
baby. RT, call us.
There was one other thing I wanted to say,
They never call.
which I forget.
Alright. What do you think?
But I'm gonna hit it with a 3.
Oh!
Just better than Shazam.
You know what? I'm gonna go heavy 3.
See, there it is.
Put it into
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Much better
Heavy
than Shazam.
I did enjoy it, but again, the big thing for me is the main character,
Yeah.
getting into her sort of.
Stale.
Motivation.
Stale.
Let's move on into our news topics. Firstly, we're going to talk about Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Trailer. Teaser
That came
trailer,
out?
let's be
I
honest.
didn't hear anything about it.
Ty, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on Episode 9 teaser trailer?
Well, on this teaser, I'm very excited.
One might say teased.
Were you teased?
Oh, I was playfully teased.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Interesting.
I am very excited for this. This seems like the movie that we all want.
The fan service we all wanted.
I mean, you're
Everyone.
not wrong. It does seem like
got
a
Lando
movie
back.
that Star Wars fans want.
We got Lando
That's true. We got Lando back,
piloting the Millennium Falcon with
Looking
Chewie.
old.
looking old.
He is 82.
82.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? He looks good.
Good for him. You know what? I take
He
back.
looks 60,
Looks
so
great.
you know what?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm 82. We don't really get a whole lot of what's going to be going on. We get to see the.
Oh, absolutely nothing.
We get to see the Death
Well,
Star.
You can decipher.
We get to see. We see what's his face's starship. Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
I believe his name
What's
is.
his face?
What's his face? You know what I mean.
Arguably
what's his
biggest
face?
character. Yeah.
Arguably. Yeah, we get to see his spaceship go flying by, which is pretty cool.
Was it him?
I'm assuming.
I
it's
think
him.
so.
Did you just
Seems
have
like
the
it.
audacity?
I called it a spaceship.
No, I mean to confirm that it was Kylo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It could be
Unconfirmed,
unnamed
confirmed.
Soldier 3.
Yeah,
Could
Number
be.
3.
could be.
It is
I think
not
it's
the same
the
as
same.
Kylo's ship. I will say that.
I think they cut it to
the
make it
deep
look like
dives.
it's Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Like
You
you
think
see
so?
the hand. The only thing you see is the hands.
Yeah.
The hands going this, like speeding up.
It's not his same ship from Last Jedi.
It's not?
It might have a paint job or something, but it is different.
Oh, it looks. Oh, I thought it was his.
They
You saw
usually
the
mix
side by
the
side.
ships up
Oh,
every
okay.
episode. Though,
It could be a
so
brand. Yeah, it could be him in a new ship.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
guarantee that.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
You're hype.
I'm really hyped, especially with JJ
You're
coming
all-
back. That's.
Oh, there it is.
I'm
Our boy.
100% in.
Buzzer word.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you think about this teaser trailer?
It got me hype. Simple as that. It did its job. I was teased. I was hyped.
Playfully so.
Play. I was playfully teased. Yes, you can
Good.
say that. I definitely think that it looks like an apology for Last Jedi. It looks like a warning. Please come see this. It will be all the fan service that you want. It will be all nostalgia. It will be a pleb pleaser, if you will.
Yes.
We're back on a desert planet.
We are
Which
back.
planet
baby.
that might be, I don't know.
It could be Tatooine.
It could be a fifth desert planet.
It could
It could be
Jakku.
Hoth. Global warming.
It
Who
could
knows?
be the planet from Dune. Apparently, it's shot at the same spot in Jordan.
Arrakis. Idiot.
Excuse me, Arrakis.
Come on.
Or Lam.
Yeah, it looks great, but I think it's just worth noting that it's like a unnecessary apology. Like, I think Disney is, in my opinion, I think Disney is like terrified of Last Jedi backlash, and I said that from the day they hired JJ, and now this trailer only confirms it with the Emperor laughing. And like, we're bringing back every member this, member Emperor, member this, member that.
Remember berries.
Yeah, we're bringing them all back. Please don't quit on Star
Lando,
Wars.
yeah.
Lando.
Lando. of
Remember
course.
Lando?
Lando's back.
He's back.
Chewie on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
The team
No
is all
porgs.
together, right? Like you get to see
Yeah,
You
apparently
know,
this is a big
Poe
team adventure.
and Finn and Rey, like they're all together.
First
Leia.
time.
Leia. We get to see Leia. Which is
Leia's
pretty
back.
cool.
Leia's
Big
back.
repurposed footage from Force Awakens.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't even realize until reading after that the Death Star at
Yeah,
the end.
it's the end. Yeah.
Just thought that didn't even clue in. I was just like, oh, okay, they're going to a ruin.
So
or
it's probably on
something.
Endor, right? Because if it was
That's
the
the
last,
theory, yeah.
Is that the theory?
But the thing is, those two Death Stars literally completely obliterated.
That
So-
bothers me. Yeah, I've been thinking that the whole time. I'm like, we saw
like the
it
explosion that you see is like this, like
disintegrate,
Yeah.
and now
Like-
there's like a fucking
Husk.
skyscraper left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, how does that?
I mean, the like explosion is like unrealistic, obviously.
of course.
So
Still
I don't
it
know.
happened.
It's more realistic
Can stuff explode?
to
in
have it
space?
explode into a million
You
pieces
need air. You need air to create
instead of
combustion.
literally like Michael Bay sparks.
Explode into
Right.
fire in
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, I'm hyped though. Like an unnecessary apology, but I'm hyped. Looks
I think
good.
it looks good. I think the part that gets me hyped. I don't know if it's like the combination of the score and the sort of the ship flying.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
the volume is like,
They lined it up real well.
and then the score, and then she like jumping in slow mo. I'm like, right? As everyone did.
I don't know
in
when
that
you get
moment.
excited. You always look like a hamster having an orgasm for some reason.
Yeah.
That's my reference.
You said it. Pretty accurate.
Beyond that, it's very run-of-the-mill shots, nothing too exciting. The laugh, honestly, because it was Hamill talking before that.
Do you think it was Joker?
Honestly, the first time I was like, what? Is he doing the Joker there? Is that him laughing? Because it sounded like Joker laugh. I'm not going to lie.
It does sound like him.
And I was like, oh, I guess that's the Emperor, but like, what does that even mean? Like, what the fuck?
What does
Like,
that
what they're pulling
Could
that
mean
out?
a lot of different things.
I mean, they're going to the crashed. I mean, how the Emperor like died, right? Was like
Yeah, thrown
getting
into the
shocked
heart
by
of the Death
lightning,
Star.
falling down into the fucking Death
He
Star.
got tossed.
And like we saw with every other Force person, that they could be a Force ghost. You know, are we gonna see Force Ghost Luke fighting Force Ghost?
Yes, we
Emperor?
are.
I think we are.
With
Almost
J.J.
guaranteed.
Abrams at the
The
helm.
rise of Skywalker. I don't know.
We are.
He's gonna rise from the grave.
Is it the rise of Skywalker or the rise of a Skywalker?
The Rise of Skywalker.
It's not.
The
The title is the rise of Skywalker.
It was just a simple
It's
question.
not the rise of
There's
a
no
Skywalker.
Simple question.
It could
The
be-
rise from death of a Skywalker character. I think is the
Luke
title.
is back, is what it's called.
Luke's back, baby. Luke's back.
Not ask a question.
I would not be surprised if he literally comes back from the death. From
Like
the death.
physically.
From the
Yes.
Death Star?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he literally
Luke?
comes back from the dead.
If he like
That would be
reforms
fun.
his body and
Yeah.
becomes a
Ultimate goat force move.
Yes.
He like
Not
uses
be
the
surprised.
Force to put back his body
Yeah.
together. Like no.
but it's like Nimue
That
from
would not be good.
Hellboy.
Yeah.
Is that
Nimoy from Hellboy. Yeah.
Nimoy?
Nimue?
Leonard Nimoy? That's Star Trek.
Like they have to like sew his body back together.
Oh god.
Frankenstein Luke?
Well, his body literally faded
Pathetic.
Like
to
every other.
nothing. So like, where's his material body? I don't know. Right?
Where's
I mean-
Obi-Wan's material body? Don't know.
Yeah, he just,
You know
he just poofed like the witch.
what
and
I think would be fucking wicked is if they brought back Mace Windu.
that would be fucking wicked,
They're
eh?
probably
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Oh.
Whatever.
Every Jedi.
Well, he didn't
comes
die.
back.
If
Every
you're-
Jedi who
he
died
died the
in
same way
Order
Palpatine
66.
did, didn't
If you're a Star Wars fan and
Yeah,
you
from
want
the window.
something,
Yeah.
it's
Just
gonna
like
be in
Palpatine
this
did.
movie.
I feel like I'm fucked because I'm not hyped at all.
You're definitely
I
fucked.
didn't say I was hype either.
I'm not,
I was hyped by that shot.
I'm not even
The
like that.
score.
Didn't even move the needle for me.
What
fuck
shot?
up.
The jump?
The
Which
jump, like
when the
I
jump.
couldn't take it seriously. Like she's like panting,
one? Snyder.
and then she stops.
Oh, she's running away from a
You
space.
And
should
then-
be panting. You'd be panting.
And then, well, she's literally standing. The trailer starts. She's literally panting in blackness, and then it cuts into her in the middle of the desert. And then she pulls out her lightsaber, turns
looked
around,
gorgeous.
turns back the other way, turns around again, and then like does a backflip. I'm like,
Yeah, she has to run,
what the
the
fuck are
same
you showing
direction
me?
as. You want me to explain the physics of it, Phil?
I do, because I'm like, what? Like she's like turning around like 3 times.
She's waiting for it to
She's
come.
panting.
She's waiting for.
Phil, you go stand outside, and I'm gonna come at you with my car,
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna
and
turn
see how
around.
many times you look back to see how close I am to hitting you.
Am I gonna turn around 3 times? Like I don't know. I'm just.
I don't know,
not-
it's
She
up
was
to you, I'm
standing
gonna get my
facing
car.
where the ship was coming from. So
I'm-
she see it coming. She sees it coming. She turns, looks back at it, runs in the same direction as the ship to sort of match her
Gain
speed better,
momentum, yeah.
right? And then once it was closer, then she jumped backwards, like this, feet out like this,
Let's just watch the trailer
Just
again.
I'm
like
just.
that.
I don't know. I just don't.
like that.
So that's your take.
I wish
Trailer
it
did
wasn't
not do it.
JJ. I wish they didn't like
Shit,
try to jerk me off in the theater and like give me everything. Like don't give me everything I want.
I want that.
I
Give
want
me-
everything that I
Give
want.
me your.
What's your
Star
Twitter?
Wars.
Wait till the Knights of the Old Republic trilogy, and then Ryan Johnson's own trilogy.
Yes, that will be what you want. That is for you. Actually, wait till November. The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That is for you.
I'm in.
So Phil's not hype.
Not hype.
You're not a Skywalker saga guy.
I'm not like let's like go
You're not
down
a plot.
memory lane and pull everything back and like
Well,
tie it up with a nice neat bow and send it off into.
That's not what they're gonna do.
That's
I
exactly
guarantee
what I want.
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
That's what.
Um,
I don't want that.
So we have the two opposite ends of the coin here.
Wow. I think we'll have to wait and see when the second trailer comes out, because the full trailer is always better in my
These
opinion.
fucking
Yeah.
aliens.
The
It
tease-
is a teaser.
The teaser is a tease.
Thoughts? Did you give?
Looks like a sequel to The Force Awakens.
I hate when Tim goes last. He always gives like a one sentence.
He always sums it up perfectly.
Well, let's move on to our next
Sounds like
topic. We're going to talk about a trailer came out a short time ago. That is switching over DC. We got
His
Joker.
favorite.
Ugh.
Joker.
DC.
Phil, let's start with you.
Very hyped for this.
What do you think about Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker?
Very hyped for this.
Okay,
Very
180.
excited. I
What's
think it
the
looks
nine
dark.
shit?
I think it looks like you had mentioned earlier that it kind of looks like it's
Wait,
ripping off
what mentioned?
Scorsese in
It is.
Taxi Driver,
Yes.
and it has those shot by shots.
King of comedy. One might say.
King
Mm,
Money, yeah.
mm,
I think
indeed.
it's gonna be moody, dark, twisted. Hopefully takes from like The Killing Joke and some
Oh,
OG
definitely.
Joker.
Joker lore.
Only coming
Yeah.
with people who
I'd love to see a
know if
story
it will.
like this about just
think so.
a man devolving into like the
Chaos.
crazy beast that we know the Joker as.
Mm.
We have already seen that.
Go
Before?
fuck yourself.
But just a man evolving into
To realize
Complete.
A man in this
insanity.
chaos.
A man in
Insanity.
this room, some would say.
I think Joaquin's the GOAT right now.
Really?
Yeah.
His,
I think
he looked amazing in it.
Like he
let's be
looks
honest.
incredible in this.
He looks amazing.
Hot
he is
off
amazing.
of You Were Never Really Here. Hot
Yeah.
off of a lot of good performances.
Great.
He's continuing the
performances,
streak.
one might say.
And he's got a character that I think can not finally, but like bring out the best in Joaquin because it's such a looks like a very layered character,
Mhm.
which I'm very excited
When
to
is
see
this
him
movie
do.
coming out?
I believe
October.
October.
Do you guys think?
11th?
Let me jump in.
12th?
Let me just start by saying I think it looks amazing
Amazing.
because it's like an indie drama,
Mm.
but
Indeed.
somehow it's DC.
It's a superhero movie
What
at the
the
same
fuck?
time.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh, Tim's
it's not
I-
exactly an indie drama. It's directed by Todd Phillips and produced by Martin Scorsese.
Oh, I get that,
So
but
they're
it
they're going for that indie feel.
it feels like that gritty, dark, gritty. Like they're not. You only see
Unpolished.
that. You only see the Joker. There's no Emperor laugh at the end. There's no. You know what I mean? Like there's no
I'm
tease
Batman.
of any other DC
Yeah.
yeah.
If this was J.J. Abrams, there'd be like I'm Batman. I'm
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah.
Yeah, there could. I'm hoping there's no reference to anything else.
Thomas Wayne is in the trailer, and supposedly Bruce Wayne as well.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, but
They-
I mean, people
what?
are saying that kid that he
Yeah, it's
does
Bruce
this
Wayne.
to. They're saying it's Bruce Wayne, but
Yeah.
It's possible.
The guy on the TV is Thomas Wayne, though.
who's going on about mass vigilantes or something.
Oh, and it was supposed to be Alec Baldwin. I
Mhm.
think.
What?
Yeah.
Was not Alec Baldwin supposed to play Thomas?
Yeah,
And Vigo was also.
Yes.
Chris Cooper, I think is no.
Donald.
Anyways, I forget what I was going for. What the fuck?
Indie
Looks
feel.
amazing. Indie feel.
Only
Oh, I
about
was
the
gonna say,
Joker
do you guys think he'll get nominated for Best Actor for this?
No one's ever got nominated for playing the Joker before, so it's
Never happens.
impossible.
No one ever wins either. So.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's
would-
possible.
I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna say he gets nominated.
Really? Oh, it's in awards.
Because it looks like it's like a pure performance piece
Yeah.
movie, and it's about the Joker, which is a beloved character,
He does look incredible, I will say.
and he looks amazing. Tim, what are your thoughts about this?
He looks incredible. I am worried, like I mentioned earlier, that there's no original style to this. It seems like
They're
Todd
pulling
Phillips has
from all the
watched some
best
Scorsese
Joker.
videos, or
He's watched Taxi
he's watched
Driver.
Mean Streets. He's watched Taxi Driver.
He's
He's watched King Comedy. He's
yeah,
like, I'm gonna do all those, but with the Joker instead.
100%. I agree.
Not a bad
Could be
thing.
good, could be bad. As I'm saying, like the way they're approaching it, like it could go either way for me. But regardless, I think Joaquin is gonna do an amazing job playing the Joker.
Ty?
I'm excited.
A
You're a
man after
DC
your own
fanboy.
heart?
I love DC. I've always loved DC since day one. I think
Clearly.
I've said that many
Especially
times.
when they go dark.
Oh, especially. Yeah. Like I think it was when Batman vs Superman came out that I realized how much I truly loved DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they really hit
Justice
their
League was a
stride?
peak for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh well, you could close your eyes and point at any one of them. They're all fantastic.
Aquaman, Shazam. Do you don't like the fun?
No,
stuff?
see, like the ones that are
Too-
a little
too
too
silly.
too juvenile.
Give me the dark
those are-
stuff. I think you said earlier this episode.
Yeah.
That's offensive.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you and your Jewish heritage.
Yes. So-
I'm excited for this. Like I didn't think I was going to be, just because I actually don't know a lot of Joaquin Phoenix films. I haven't seen him in a lot. He seems like the kind of guy who will do he'll pick a part that he wants and totally commit to that. He kind of
100%.
yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis-esque.
Yeah, exactly. Quantity
Very
or
selective.
quality over quantity.
Yes.
So I don't know him that well, so I don't really know what kind of vibe or what kind of performance he can bring to the Joker. But after watching the trailer, I'm not hesitating at all. Like
Really?
he looks fantastic, especially when it gets like more towards the end, where he's just
I
like
love that
walking
end.
down the hallway.
He's like on the
my
stairs and he's
God. On the stairs.
Yeah.
yeah, he's like going full Joker. I'm like,
You just see him going nuts. Like it reminds me of the Joker from the Adam West.
Caesar Romero.
Yeah, for some reason I'm getting like a Caesar Romero vibe, like a more.
Okay.
He's got the full like clown, like more like classic clown.
Yeah,
Mm.
and like his suits,
Dumbo.
it's simple. It's just
Yeah.
like a regular suit, but just
Dumbo?
like pink. What?
He's
Dumbo.
got the Dumbo
Shut the
makeup.
fuck up.
Yeah.
He
This
does.
is Tim Burton, right?
This is the Tim Burton one. Michael Keaton's gonna be in it. You'll see.
Fly, Joker,
I'm
fly.
It was so I'm excited for it. What I want to see is I'd really like to see this brought into the universe somehow. I would have loved.
I hope I hope the exact opposite.
I am completely on Scott's side with this.
Well, no, I want them to use this as I want them to reset and not do any of the shit they've done already.
No,
Reset
I think that's the mistake.
a
That's the
third
mistake.
No, I think this is like a standalone, like just
Oh yeah, no, it is.
Joker.
But to
That's
me,
it.
like,
I think the mistake is to try and force connection, right?
you think so?
100%.
Well, what? Let me throw this little juicy little nugget at you. What if they decided
Don't
to?
throw
Nugget incoming.
What if they?
Reset Batman into this universe?
Yeah. What if they reset, but this was the start and you just didn't know it?
I would like to see a Batman in this universe.
Like-
Presuming this is good.
Yeah.
If it's good, then yes.
Instead of doing it like
Do like a younger.
you create your
Does this movie
hero.
take place in the
Batman.
80s? Or
I think it's like 1980. It's like early 80s, I think.
What about this? They take their
Oh shit.
They
New
take
Batman
their-
supposedly takes place in the 90s.
they take their hero and you add the villain. Normally, they're taking their villain, adding the hero later on. That's how you create a universe. That's original.
It's they definitely thought about it. I guarantee the execs are like, how can we, Ben Affleck is done. We want Jake
Cavill's
Gyllenhaal
done.
or whoever, right? People are saying John Hamm. I don't know. I think he's a
He's
bit
too old.
for
Yeah.
what they want to do.
Yeah.
I'd go young.
Who was that other guy? Oh,
Or Hammer.
he was like a character. He was in that movie Sweet Virginia.
Oh,
Christopher Abbott.
Love that guy.
People are saying him.
Jack O'Connell.
Jack O'Connell.
Is that right?
You make a good
Anyways,
Nightwing.
they're clearly thinking about rebooting Batman with a younger
Yeah.
actor, which I think would be interesting. I do wish that I want them to avoid, trying to emulate Marvel and try and connect. I think where they're getting the most success, I think a lot of people agree.
I just
By-
want to see, I'm so watching
More
this trailer. I love it so much that I want this to be the DC universe. This is what I want their universe to
Something
be.
dark and
Well-
gritty and lighter.
Yeah, but actually good though.
Oh,
Yeah. Not
Like,
like
I think
the shit they've done before.
Like the Marvel movies are appealing to the broadest audience possible.
Mm.
Yeah.
Full PG, giant comic book movies, what you would expect it to be, right?
Yeah.
If you were to have a comic book series on screen, that's what it is basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All a million of characters, all connected. Now they're doing all these different TV shows that are connected, same actors. They're just spreading,
Yeah.
just getting into getting their claws in
Spiderweb.
everywhere,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And just expanding like a virus. I think DC would benefit from going the opposite.
Shrink
Not
it.
trying to compete with that
Rather
because you
than-
can't compete / compare with that.
Mhm.
And by going, and they tried to go darker, which didn't work. Like that whole dark thing.
Yeah.
I think this movie clearly is dark, but in not a forced way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It felt
Yeah.
forced before.
Yeah.
Like visually dark.
Yeah.
It was
Literally.
Literally everything about this is dark.
Like just a whole bunch of CG. It's nighttime all the time. It's
Yeah.
the end of the world, apocalypse,
Rainy.
flying harpy things.
No
and,
one's seen the sun in
cloudy.
6 months.
Yeah, I'm like, what is
It's
this?
always cloudy.
I think this is like a dark story. This isn't like a let's
they need
make
to
a
go
story
hard.
that's
Yeah.
dark.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why this is going to be a bit different and
Yeah.
very good. I think.
What do you, Adam? Have you given your thoughts?
I'm in. I think it looks very good. I'm a little bit. I know what you're saying, Tim. I'm a little worried about Todd Phillips. That's my one little thing where I'm just like, why Todd Phillips?
That's
Like,
weird.
It's just a little
He made a
weird.
few
I think
good
with
comedies.
this, he had the pitch. Like I think multiple people
That's
wanted it.
That's
and
got to be why,
he had the
because
best
he
pitch.
pitched it personally.
He was like, I want to do Joker, but like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy.
That is a good pitch.
And he's doing that.
As long as he said that, and I want to do Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, but like Joker.
Right, yeah.
As long as he said it's.
I'm
Scott's way.
sure.
I'm getting
like,
both vibes, but
David F. Sandberg said, I want to do big, but Shazam. I think that's just what DC does now. They're like, just give us like a movie that's
I
already
want to do
good.
Aquaman, but like Game of Thrones underwater.
Yeah, just
Right.
give us whatever. But no, yeah, I think it's going to be good. I definitely think that if it's a success, financially and critically, we're getting a sequel. Like, we're getting a Batman.
Has Joaquin ever done a sequel?
I don't think. I think
I
this
don't think
came
he
up
has.
recently, and I don't think he
Yeah.
has.
How do you guys think he's going to handle the press
Mm,
conferences
well.
for this movie?
not
As long as he's not mailing dead
How
rats
did
to
you
people.
get into the
Hilariously.
mindset? How did you get into the mindset of Joker and be like,
I was
fuck, I
already
don't know, I
there.
just did it.
I
you
fucking
know?
read the script and then I
read
figured
the
out what
lines.
the characters' motivations are. And
Do you want to
got
take this
into that.
outside?
I read the script and I did my job.
I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be hilarious.
I can't wait. I
Yeah.
hope so, but
He was up for Doctor Strange, right? So, you know, I think one of the reasons
That would be
why he didn't do it. I
insane.
mean, this is all alleged, right? One of the alleged reasons why he didn't, want to be Doctor Strange was because
he's too strange.
all the sequels, Avengers movies, all the tie-in stuff, and all the press. Obviously.
Imagine him at like sick kids hospitals with like Doctor Strange
Going up to
kid.
kids and just
Yeah.
going like this.
As a Joker, you mean like?
Yeah.
No, I mean, as
Not
Doctor
as Doctor
Strange.
Strange. Yeah.
Like imagine him doing. But yeah, I think the rumor about Batman being set in the '90s very interesting. Very interesting with this being set early '80s. It's very interesting.
If you're doing a younger Batman, are we looking at Batman Beyond?
It's a future Batman.
That's the
No,
opposite.
that's
Is that
wrong.
future?
That's like a.
It's like 2030. But anyway, what I do
got so
want to
excited.
know:
He did.
Yeah.
do you guys think it'll be rated R?
Yes.
I feel like that's a
The
good
Joker?
question. Yeah,
I think so.
I don't.
I don't think so.
I wish, but I don't think so.
No, it's gonna be like PG-13.
I don't think it's
probably
necessary.
get,
to
like,
make
There's
one-
it.
nothing in it that looks art, to be honest.
Yeah.
They'll get like
Yeah.
one fuck out of it, and then that's about it.
Like there'll be violence, but not like extreme gore.
Gratuitous violence.
You think so? Yeah. Okay.
I
So
do.
like, will they go Logan?
I do wonder
Or will
like
they go
what
Venom?
what is he fighting? You know what I mean? Like what is he just? Is it just a
Society.
character study? He's just yeah.
He thought his
beat
life
up-
was
There's no
a
like
tragedy, it's a
character that
comedy.
he's fighting. It's
Man
just-
versus society.
He's fighting himself, I guess. I don't know.
Man versus man.
Damn.
Man fights self.
Real
Oh.
movie.
Yeah.
Sounds like a real movie.
Self fights man. I don't know.
Logan.
Um,
It's DC's
Man
Logan.
fights me.
I think that'll do it for episode 155 of the Upper Late Podcast. Tim, where can people
Don't.
find us?
People can
Don't.
find us on Facebook
You son of a bitch.
at Upper Light Podcast. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at Upper Tim, and on Instagram at The Craft Pundit.
You can find me on Letterboxd at Wicked Swami.
You do Instagram now.
I do. What did you use to say?
Tyler,
before?
where can people find you?
I love being
And
here.
us.
You can find me in an alley somewhere, most likely trying to buy drugs.
Don't say that.
Or drunk.
No, or drunk, or publicly vandalizing.
Suicide.
Or all
You
three.
can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at Up Real Tie. I'm just gonna keep saying it like that because I don't know how to say it anyway
Okay.
else.
You can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam and on Twitter at Franny25.
By myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at Uphill Scott as well. If you like this video, leave a like on it, leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And as always, keep it real.
Typewriter.